Hello and welcome to Mask of the Betrayer, and this will be part 7. It's slightly delayed compared to what I would prefer, but whatever. In the previous part, we spoke to the clan, the witches of this town thing, and they offered us to go and speak to any prisoners and see if they wanted a pardon so they could help us fight against the spirit army that apparently is waiting outside the door. The only one willing to join us was the spirit shaman Gan, and we are going to start this part by having a chat with him.
Yes, what do you want?
What's wrong?
The spirits are restless. There's a legion waiting outside the gates, led by old King Bear. He's awake, and not pleased about it. What did you take from him anyway? I've never seen or heard such an uproar. I'm surprised the land isn't tearing itself apart.
I took nothing from him. He was in a barrel when I awoke. He was in the barrel when I awoke.
Well, whatever angered him, I hope something can calm him down again. If his rage grows any more, then Mulsantir will be drowning in blood.
Any advice you have for beating him?
Well, our chances are not the best. In that, you can be assured I am speaking true. Still, we have one advantage. Oku's army.
What makes you say that?
The bear god came here with an army. Why? That army sustains his rage and his strength. They are like a drumbeat for his heart. Defeat them, then focus your attention on Oku, and you may very well survive the day. But I'm not making any promises, mind you.
How will I know when he's weak enough?
I will do what I can to let you know. Listen for my voice over the din of battle. Until you hear me call out, I would not attack Oku directly. Instead, do whatever you can to slow him down and keep him at paw's length.
And as my old karate sensei used to say, arm's length is too close, then they can get hold of you. An arm and a half length. That is the safety distance, but whatever. Gan obviously doesn't know about martial arts. And if you fall?
Then use your best judgment. But if you've allowed me to fall, then clearly that is lacking.
I had questions.
If questions you have, then answers I shall provide.
Tell me a little about yourself.
A little? There is so much to tell. And to think you'd only want to hear the smallest bit of it. I am insulted.
Alright, tell me a lot about yourself.
What? Do you think I am some sort of long-winded braggart? My, your charm spells seem to be failing one by one.
I'd like to know who I'm traveling with.
Oh, well now, that is a different matter. I am Ganayev, Gan of Dreams, he who walks in the dreams of the people of Rashomon, especially the passionate dreams of farmers' daughters. I make deals with spirits, speak with the mountains and forests, and tell tales of old that bubble up from the brooks and streams of this land.
Were you born here?
Now there's a tale. Actually, I was born from no mother or father, but from dream itself. I was conceived as an idea, a stray thought that had to fend for itself in this harsh land. It made me strong, capable, and ruggedly handsome.
You were born from a dream.
Indeed, stepped fresh and whole from the sleeping minds of this great land, able to walk in and out of dreams at my whim and my will.
But you are Hagspawn.
Do I look like a hag spawn? Come now.
Shall we trade bits of background?
Very well, a game. Now that interests me. And while I despise fairness, I must admit I am slightly curious about you.
I was born in a small town, West Harbor, on the South Coast. It bordered the Mayor of Deadman.
Not as interesting as I'd hoped. Still. Very well. I was born in a city that lies beneath water. Where this city is, I do not know. I see it sometimes in my dreams, but its location eludes me. As do the faces of my mother and my father, if they existed at all.
I never knew my mother and my father. He was more of a guardian than a father.
Ah, an orphan. Intriguing. I shall raise you one better. I am an orphan as well. I do not know the fate of my father, but my mother, I believe her to be the one that cast me out. Ironic to give birth to me, then to feed me to the wilds of Rashomon. Not very motherly, but hags are not known for such kindnesses, I suppose.
How did you survive?
The animals of the world took me in. The dead shepherded the living. It mattered not to them. I learned their speech, their greetings and farewells, the cries of the wild and the whimperings of those lost. To some it is a dirge, to me it is a symphony, and the strains are familiar ones that speak purer than any Rashemi word.
So you were left to wander the land.
There are worse fates, and the more I spoke and bartered with the dead, the more the spirits would come to my aid. My powers grew, and so did the tales of my travels, until every farmer in this dreaming nation held a blade close to their bed, in case I should visit their daughters in the night.
Did you ever try to find your homeland?
No, because I dream of it. It is close, a place of night and flowing water through stones. I feel its presence sometimes, but I do not know if I ever truly wish to return. It cast me out once, and I do not think I would enjoy being treated the same way a second time. And I fear that my mother was not the ruling power there.
Can you tell me a little about your parents?
Oh, I can indeed tell you but a little, for little is all I knew of them. A human for a father, yes. A hag for a mother, yes. But who they were, that is not known to me.
This is one of the few points where I will go for game mechanic more so than what I would do. I mean, I would say I was sorry, but he doesn't like if you say you're sorry. So good riddance to them then.
And that is exactly my feeling in the matter as well. If they cast me away, so shall I do the same.
I had questions.
Of course. Ask what you will, and I will do my best to answer.
No, let's continue on. There's a very specific reason I'm somewhat apprehensive about how I talk to them. If they go completely against anything that I stand for, I will not yield, but that's just a minor point. But if you look here,
Yes?
influence, supportive, you can actually see how your followers are thinking of you. You will get buffs based on whatever followers have strong bonds with you. And of course, I mean, buffs are always nice, so trying to maintain strong bonds with either characters that specifically support your class, or just in general, you will get buffs. And of course, the more loyal they become, the stronger the buffs are. So, if
Yes.
you look at Garn, he's he's passed into supportive.
Well, now,
Obviously, we haven't
what
got
do you want?
influence with ourselves. I hate myself. No, I don't. That's funny. So we could technically head outside, but we should again technically go into the temple. What I have decided, because it's a bit painful, but there is a lot of underlying lore which is quite interesting. But for a video series that's being recorded in episodes, I don't find it to be clever to spend two-thirds of an episode just reading through dialogue text. So I am anything that's spoken, I'm going to go through, but I will likely just do a quick synopsis of anything else. We have a little issue here, though, because Gunn is not particularly buying the whole faith and gods kind of thing. Have to be careful here. Please, stranger, have you lost someone? Perhaps does it require the right of passing? I seek a priest of Kelmore, god of the dead. Your found ones speak freely from return no one away, no matter their faith. Why do people insist in casting rituals before unhearing stones is beyond my understanding. At least when I cry out, the spirits of Rashomon answer with a fury greater than any god. So you are without faith then? To the spirits of Rashomon I have faith. In your statues and rituals, I think not. That is your right, of course, but I fear that perhaps what awaits you after this life is a place reserved for the faithless. I'm not one of your white-eyed cattle that fears plainer depths where eternal fires burn, where bodies are churned to the maws of beasts leagues wide, or a wall where all the faceless of the realms scream, cry for release, but are locked forever in each other's clutches, with no god to cry to for mercy upon their lips. Imagine never sleeping, never dreaming, always awake, aware and without hope. That is what you await. That is what awaits you. I have other matters to discuss with you, Derek. So, if you take that further, Garn is going to lose influence on you if you are upfront and say, well, because he insists it's just fairy tales, and Dvorak even insists that it's very real, and I'm not going to say what it is, but it is incredibly important for the plot of this game. So whatever it is he refuses to believe in is incredibly very real. So yeah. Anyway, I discovered an ancient book in the Baron also here that speaks to something called the Betrayer's Crusade. This is the part I'm going to go through. Basically, the Wall of the Faces is a wall where anyone who doesn't believe in any god of any kind, their souls are trapped, forever entangled into parts of the wall. And they are eventually consumed. Akashi tried to break down the wall, and for that he was punished by Miracle, the dead god of old. And this priest is saying that if that wall was to be torn down, the very foundation of order in the planes would collapse. So, anyway, we were asking about that book scroll thing, and he said that it wasn't in this wall because, of course, this is Kalamor, which is it at this time in Dungeons and Dragons, the existing god of death even. And he also says that remember that there is two sides of Mulsantia. So I met two half celestials in town that were seeking their sister Kaelin to death. Has she been here at your temple? And then he just Kaelin hasn't been a follower of Kalamor for a while. She of course turned to Ilmater. So she's on a good here, no, we not trained coin. These are few and easily filled by whatever gifts that they bestow upon us. Kidoki, hello. There's this guy. Please, stranger, is there something you need from me? What do you do here? I'm an acolyte of Kalamor, but I've only recently arrived. My family sent me to join the faith. Things are new to me and somewhat disappointing. In what way? I thought the study of necromancy was permitted, even encouraged. Yet it seems that Kalamor now views necromancy as an abomination. Because it is. Oh. The previous gods of the dead has no such restrictions, and I have thought that Kalamor would, well, retain the viewpoint of his predecessors. Why do you want to study necromancy? Our lives are so short, our bodies so frail, and yet there's so much out there to learn, to experience. Is it so wrong to try to extend our lives even for a little while? Make the most of a life you do have, rather than wasting time looking for ways to extend it. I see your point, but what should I do? My family expected me to join the clergy. I wouldn't want to disappoint them. Overcoming your doubt is simply one of the trials you face. I understand. Thank you. I just like to give him some perspective. Um, I will perhaps maybe come back and speak to the priest about the other things once Gan is not in the party. I don't necessarily want to take hits. So we can now head outside because we have a spirit army awaiting us outside. We also have a problem. Well, it's not a problem now, but it will be once we have tangled with the spirit army. What Gan said is true. Oko is bringing an army with him that sustains him. If you go in and engage him straight up, he will absolutely wreck you. And I mean, seriously, he will destroy you. He can do so much damage; it's unbelievable. So basically, you need to go out and kill spirits in order to weaken him, and his health will drop as you fight the spirits. When you feel that you can go in and smack him about, which is easier said than done because he's not easy to hit, of course, you can try and defeat him and decide what you want to do with him. But we have a few things we need to do first. First and foremost, quick save, because I have a quick saving fetish. Secondly, we rest. We want to make sure everyone's back up to normal, and then we quick save again, because I still have a quick saving fetish. It doesn't go away after 2 seconds. And now we check that our followers are set to aggressive spellcasting. If you're aware of this game, the fight coming up
Yes.
is not particularly nice. Overkill casting mode, please. What about you? You're already on overkill casting mode.
Well, now, what do you want?
Ideally, I will have a potion of speed or something. Do I have one of those? Greater heroism. I got some heal potions. We'll probably need to use a few of those. I haven't got anything? Okay. Let us head outside and take it from there. This might take more than one try. It can be an incredibly difficult fight. Let us pause a moment and consider our next course of action. I do not think we should simply rush into this blindly. Don't worry, I will remember. Attack the army first, listen to you call out, then attack Oku. I'm touched. Your memory is sharp. Let's see if our weapons can match it. So, let's move forward a bit. But not too much. This doesn't look too bad, right? But you'll have a lot more joining in on the fun. So, what we're going to do now is quick save yet again. And then we shall have
Come this way.
you. Come here, please. Come here, sir. You can cast haste. I think haste is a good spell to cast.
Well, now, what do you want?
You can cast Divine Might and then Divine Shield because it lasts longer. Conversations should freeze time, and we are heading directly into conversation. So hopefully these buffs will hold up while we have a chat.
So you are brave after all. Wood and stone would not have kept us from you. But it is good that the innocent are spared my army's rage. This can be ended quickly if you like. Present your neck. It will fit snugly between my teeth, and we all can return to our dreams.
Tell me something first. What have I done to offend you?
It is not what you did, but what you are, little one. Can't you smell it? The foulness of you drives all these spirits mad. You do not know what you are, not yet. If you did, you might ask me to kill you. Better that you never learn. Now we have spoken enough. I will live in a world that is free of you, or I will die and dream no more.
I won't take any joy in killing you, God of Bears.
And I will treat your corpse with respect, little one. When I drag it from the field, you have my oath. Tonight, you will lay in the Cavern of Rooms, and there you will stay.
The first thing we want to do is to get as far away as possible from him. As we can. I don't care who's tanking him, I don't want to do it. And then we start hitting these guys. I did say something about not wanting to be anywhere near him. We are likely going to go through quite a few heal potions. Stop chasing me, Oku, you bugger. What is that? Saying spirit allies chip away at Oku's strengths. Do not go overconfident, we still have a long ways to go. I've been chased by half of that spirit army at the moment. I'm not a fan. Can you heal over? Oh. Sophia's already gone down, which is not good.
Enough. I healed. Hurry, little one. Take a blade. Tear out my throat.
You are never my enemy. I came here to make peace with you, not to end your life.
No, you must finish me. Do it fast before...
What?
This is the same as what happened in the barrow, when you consumed the spirit wolf.
What is that? It felt like a backlash, a whip across my mind.
The presence inside you. It wakes.
What is this?
Emptiness. Hunger. Forgive me. I tried to stop you.
Resist the hunger and try to force it back.
You held back your hunger. Last time it seemed beyond your control.
You spared me, little one. Once before, a spirit eater spared my life. I remember a lake of groaning ice. A man standing over me in triumph. And a hunger withheld in mercy.
Spirit Eater, why do you call me that?
Because that is what you are. I knew it when you walked out of my barrow, but I didn't know you had the will to fight what you are. I swore an oath, little one, to serve the Spirit Eater who spared my life long ago, and help him end his curse. A simple oath, but I must have failed. Your curse was the proof of my shame. So now, I swear the same to you.
I accept your oath, God of Bears, and I welcome your friendship.
Good. We will end this curse, flesh and fur together. Until my vow is kept, these beasts will have no king. No one worthy of the name. Let them go back to my barrow and dream.
Old King Bear deigns to travel with us? Oh, we are honored indeed. I am already here, but one more legend will make pleasant company.
Do not make me regret sparing you during our battle, Hag Spawn.
The Spirit Eater curse would explain what happened to the wolf spirit in the barrow. I've no idea how it came to you, but you bear an unfortunate affliction. You'll need to consume the spirits of the land, or the hunger will devour you from within. We're drawing a crowd at the gate. While it pains me to say it, we should probably seek counsel with the witches.
We probably should. And I should probably also call this a part. We could ask him about the curse, and I will do that once we have a chat with him. But we ended up defeating quite a few spirits, and I cut out most of the fight because there's no reason to watch me meleeing 250 spirits to death. So before having a chat with Oku, I'm going to loot this. That's not going to be any items. It's just going to be essences because, of course, they are spirits. And then, when at the start of the next part, you'll have a chat with Oku, and then go and speak to the witches, as Sophia suggested. But for now, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.